how to draw this adorable snake? Grab yourself a piece of paper, something to draw with, something to trace with, and something to erase your mistakes with. Grab all your supplies and some crayons, and let's get started. Welcome back. So I hope that you are ready to draw our little snake. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to turn our paper vertically. So that means that it is skinny and tall. And that's because our snake's head is going to be coming up on the paper and his body is going to be down here. So the first thing I am going to do is I am going to let's start up at the very top. And I am going to start with a curved line. Just a slight curve. I have plenty of space on the end. I have just a little bit here on the top. I have plenty of space on the side. I got lots of space going down. And now I'm going to come out and around. And I want to keep this kind of flat. I don't want it to be big and round. I want his face to be like a snake's face would be, where it's a little bit squished. And we can come in just a little bit more. He doesn't need a very big area where his neck goes down into his body, but he does need a little bit of space there. So we'll come down just a little bit. And we are going to come from this right corner here, and I am going to come out and down, and I'm going to curve. So I kind of make what looks almost like a letter J, but I'm not going all the way over yet. Then I'm going to come back over to this side and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to come down and then I'm going to kind of curl a little earlier. So that way this would be heading on his back. This would be the bottom, like his belly. Next, I'm going to come up a little bit. So I think I'm going to come up about an inch. And I'm going to make a nice curved line that comes down and curves. And then I'm going to connect these two lines. And I'm going to extend this one just a little bit. I'm going to carry that line across. So I'm going to go with my invisible line here. And I'm going to curl down. And that's just his back here. And then we're going to come into another little loop that's going to go back there. So now I'm going to come down here and kind of curl up, and I'm going off my paper. I needed a little more room than I got. So I'm going to imagine my line goes off my paper and it's going to come up and it's going to curl back. So that may be a little tricky. So I'm going to come down. My snake is going off my paper plane, which is fine. And then I'm going to come back up. And then I'm just going to kind of imagine my line comes down here, just carries it across. And then I'm going to make just a little hook there for the end of my snake's body. I'm actually going to extend this line just a little bit. There, that makes it look a little better. So now I've got my nice coiled up snake here and his little face. So I'm going to come to the end of each side of his head here, and I'm going to give him his oval eyes. And I'm going to do my upside down 8 and color in the remainder of his eyes. So I'm going to do the upside down 8 and color that in. And now I'm going to add 2 little, looks almost like a 6 and a backward 6 for his nostrils there. And then I'm going to give him his nice big snake smile. And I think I might add just a little curved line here to the end. Look at him. I could add a little opening here. I could even add a little tongue. Maybe I do that. So I'm going to add a little bit of his little tongue flicker here. Look at him. He is so cute. All right, now I'm going to add some lines on the front part where his belly would be. And I'm just gonna kind of bring them down a little bit, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna continue them around. If you wanna add some spots on your snake, you can do that. So I'm gonna add just a couple here, and I'm gonna bring them right there, and I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna add a couple more on the body back here. That way I'm adding just a little more detail to my little snake. And then I think I'm gonna add my line for my horizon line back here a little further. That way my snake is pretty forward here in this big area of yard. Maybe I add some bushes in the back. Maybe he's kind of hanging out in a garden, or he just came out of where he lives. I add a couple bushes back there. And now that I have my cute little snake drawn, it is time to color. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed up my coloring. So stick around to see what he's going to look like. Oh, look at our snake is done. I think the very last thing that I'm going to do is just add a little different green back here to my bushes. Maybe just give it a little extra color. And I hope that you enjoyed drawing a snake with me today. Make sure to like and subscribe these videos so that way you can get many, many more artsy ideas from our channel. And I can't wait to see you next time. Happy doodling.